Good morning, and welcome to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour starring Gary Rossignol of RE/MAX Preferred Group. To be part of the program, dial 513-563-1480 to get your answers to questions about your home and property. That number again, 513-563-1480. Now, here's Gary.
Here we go. My mantra for the past year or so is that the markets change, life shifts, people buy and sell real estate, always have, always will, and two major components of a home is your roof and your HVAC system. And both of those major items, who climbs on your roof?
Not very many people. I do.
Roofers.
Roofers do, right? Yeah.
Insurance adjusters.
And who looks at your HVAC system?
That's me.
You do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
People come in, they set their thermostat. It comes on when it's cold outside. The AC comes on when it's warm outside. Everything's fine. And I show a lot of houses, and I often will take a peek into the furnace filter and find, that's not good. There's 7 major investments to make in a new home after buying it. Number 1 is your AC and heat.
Yeah. One of the most expensive, too.
Yeah. We bought our home 30-some years ago, and it had an old Williamson.
Yes.
5-in-1.
Love them, but hate them.
And we had the single-pane aluminum windows.
Yes.
Throughout.
Yep.
So we thought, what should we do? We need to get our efficiency better.
Mm-hmm.
So we went with the HVAC. We bought this was 35 years ago. We bought a Bard.
Yeah.
The high efficiency gas furnace and air conditioner.
Yes. Bard makes it, well, they're no longer around anymore, but they made a great product.
Yeah. And it lasted forever and ever. And
yeah.
Your dad came out and recharged the air conditioner. We replaced the air conditioner once, and then we had to replace it again. The bad news was with the new SEER rating.
I had to match it with a new indoor unit.
I had to put in a whole new everything.
Yes.
So one of the last deals your dad did before he sold you the business was putting in that Air Ease.
Yes.
Dual fuel high efficiency system in my house.
Yep. Gas furnace with a heat pump. That's a good way to go.
Yeah. It's still, we love it. We love
nice.
it.
Nice. I'm glad you're happy with it.
Absolutely. Well, we just had a situation. I put a house on the market, and days before we were putting it on the market, the flooring company's in there, and she called. She says, Gary, the furnace doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Had a heat pump. And you came out
yes.
that day and diagnosed it, said, well, you could have fixed it.
I could have fixed it. Would it have been worth it?
No.
It would have been a total disservice to that customer.
And my seller said, let's just do it right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm sure that house sold much easier with a new system in it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More than asking price.
Oh.
In 2 days.
Yeah,
it was
beautiful.
Boom.
Beautiful.
So, those are some things you want to think about. And as we go on during the show, we've got an offer for you today.
Yes.
I think that offer still holds true.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you haven't had your furnace and air conditioner serviced, you guys were just out there 2 weeks ago for mine.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't had your system serviced, you need to call them today. Is somebody in there answering phones today?
Somebody answers our phones 24/7.
Right.
The one we're advertising right now is 513-398-HEAT. So that's 4328.
4328.
You'll still get the office with that number, but it's just a little bit easier to remember. 398-HEAT.
There you go. Right. Call them and jump on board because we got a special. Normally, your furnace cleaning service is $129.
Yeah, $129, and we're running a special. Anybody listening to the show calls in and asks for the special. It's $99.
Wow.
Yeah. So just mention you
That's
heard us on the radio.
$30.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. You want to save $30, folks? And if you haven't had your HVAC service, even if you're renting a house, if you're renting it, you need to check your lease and make sure see if your landlord is responsible for the upkeep of your HVAC system.
Yeah. Regardless of you own or rent, you gotta have it done.
Because when it gets cold and you wake up and it's cold in the house,
panic mode.
We do a lot of commercial maintenances as well, and a lot of times it's written into leases with commercial businesses that they're responsible for the upkeep. It's kind of that fine print, but we do commercial maintenances as well, kind of based on the systems and circumstances. We can give you a really good price on that as well.
Yeah. Now, my system that your dad had put in the filter chamber, it has for that 4-inch filter.
Media filter, yep.
And so I just buy them by the case.
That's the smart way to do it. Get a better deal that way. And you have them on hand for if you have an oopsie and forget, you got ones on standby.
We were in our mastermind group the other day at Remax Preferred Group, and they said, who's on your show? And I told them, and I said, how many times have you showed a house and you peeked in that little filter thing and you see a clogged up black filter that hadn't been changed probably for 5 years, or no filter?
No filter. That's even worse.
Yeah.
It's even worse. You're just letting your equipment get damaged.
I call
every time it runs.
I call that filter abuse.
I call that HVAC neglect. There should